Hello, hi, good evening, guys. This is my third coding video. So, welcome all. I'm going to show you something on terms of calling two methods simultaneously onto each other uh, and creating an if and else if statement. So, what I've got in front of me is I've got a predefined code because typing again takes a long time. So, this is just my class declaration and I'm using a scanner object. So, I've imported the statement here. That's the name of my package, loop and stuff. So nothing special about this. Moving down to, in this class, we have one method, which is the public void try this loop. And this method extends all the way up to here. Now let's look at this method. The minute the method goes in, there's a print line which says, please enter a number. And then this is just a suppress warning for the scanner because the scanner is not closed. There's a comment here. We're making an object of class scanner. So this is object creation, you all know by now. So scanner sc is equal to new scanner, which takes an argument as system.int. Now with this object, we call the predefined scanner method, which is next int, and we store it to a variable called integer because we're going to be passing an integer to this. And then comes the if block. Then we have the expression here, the if block, which is a if it's less than or equal to 100. Please execute this statement, system.out.println, this number is less than 100. I want you to have a look at this special thing, which is \n, which is within the string. What it does is it leaves a line space in the console, not here. You'll see it when the program executes into the console, and you'll see one line left there just to make it look a bit neater, nothing special. Again, you have after followed by the if block, you have the else if. So if this condition doesn't execute, we want to go to the else if a is equals to 0, and we want it to print this particular statement. And then we have another condition here followed by an else if a is greater or equal to 100, we want it to print this thing here. This number is more than 100. It's more than, not 100, let's say more than 100. And if you can see, again, I have a \n, which leaves one line gap in the output. So the else block finishes here. And then in the method block, if you can see, I have a print line here. So this is the method. So this is the scope of the method from here to here. So basically this is not into any loop. It is literally just inside the method, which says system.println try another number. So what we want basically to do is when we run this program, we want it to give us a chance to enter a number into the console. Say we press a number, and then it will tell you whether it's less than 100 or more than 100. Nothing special about this, just a simple math thing. But that's not the point of this exercise. What I'm going to show you is, today we're going to see how to loop two methods into each other. So basically one calling the other and the other calling the first one. Okay, we'll see what, as we go along, we'll see in more detail. Okay, leave this for now. So, okay, so this is another method which I've created, which is public void call loop. At the moment I've left it blank. Then you have your main method. We can make it in another class, or we can make it in the same class, because this is such a short program. So we just thought we'll leave it in this class itself. It's easy for us to scroll down, just have to have a look. So what we're doing is we're creating an object of class try loop, try this loop. So this is a class trying loop. So we're creating an object of trying loop here. TL is equal to new trying loop. And with the help of the object, we're calling the method, which is try this loop. It's the same method which we've discussed just up here, try this loop. So this whole body will be executed. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the if else blocks by now. Okay, so let's see what happens. So we press run. Okay, yeah. Okay, please enter a number. Say I press 23, it says the number is less than 100. Try another number. See, I'm trying to press number, but it's not taking an input. What we want is to be able to put another number and keep trying on and trying on and trying on. So the way to do this is very, very important. So look at this carefully. We're going to make an implicit call. We'll make an implicit call to the method try this loop. Okay, so this is going to be and the way we make an implicit call is we're going to make it this dot try this loop. Now I want you to understand this keyword. The keyword this represents the object TL. Okay, the reason we are putting this here instead of TL because at the time of creating this method we do not know what the object is going to be called, and hence this represents the object that would be created in the main class. So it's nothing special. This is just a reference to the same object here, TL, as you can see. Okay, so what it does is TL.try this loop will execute this method. Try this loop, correct? Even by adding this method is still not reached. So what we want is when we go into this method call loop, it will call the above method, which is try this loop. Okay, I want you to have a look at it carefully. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a call in this method by the same thing. We're going to call it call loop. Sorry, this dot call loop. Okay, it should give us that. Simple as that. So again, let's quickly run through it. When we call this method tl.try this loop, it goes into this method and executes this code, and at the very end it calls the call loop method, which calls the above method. So now we're getting a continuum. Right, let's look at the output now. Please enter a number 22, 2, 34, 55, 77, 99. Let's say Java. Let's see what happens here. Bang. Exception. Now you can see there has been an exception which we haven't handled. So by mistake, if someone puts in Java, he will not be able to execute the code any further. We want to handle this, and then we have to send this back into rotation. So we're not only trying and catching this exception, but we're going to make another implicit call to continue this method again. I'll show you just how. Okay, so what we're going to do is very simple. You're going to go here, and all you do is just write try, and maybe we can put here. Sorry, we can put here catch exception E, and then go into this, and this way system.out.println wait. There has been an exception. Let's say something like this. Okay, let's try and execute that. Let's put a number here. That's fine. Let's put Java, and what says wait, there has been an exception. But are we able to enter anything? Nothing. Okay, same thing again, very simple. So the catch, we're going to call this dot try this loop. Okay, and this should resolve the problem. So what we're doing is say 22, 33, 44, 55. Okay, and then we say Java. So please enter a number again. So look, we can move on now. So we can say asset, and then we can put numbers, and this program keeps moving on. So it's very simple, and we can put an exception here, and there you go. We make an implicit call again from the exception block, because we know when the exception arises in the try block, it goes to the catch block where it's caught. This method is printed, this statement is printed out, and after this is executed, it comes and makes an implicit call to continue to go back to the method. So basically we're going back into the same method. So that was the whole point. So I guess this has been of some help to some of you. Please leave a comment or like the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you. Bye bye.